Welcome to the New Haven Independent Vlog News Summary direct from our assignment desk, otherwise known as my compost heap. Let's see what stories we're working on this week. Well, they were working on digging holes and planting trees in the hill this week. URI was planting trees around the city. The governor showed up to watch them plant because the governor was making a promise. He said, I'm going to try to pass a bill that will increase the number of trees by 5% in parts of cities like New Haven, lower income parts of the city that have too few trees and higher temperatures and worse health. We do have 30,000 trees in New Haven, but not enough in neighborhoods like the Hill, which was great news. That would be about 1,500 trees if you do the math, I think. But the problem was, URI said there are 3,000 ash trees that are going to die because of the ash borer. So that's more than 1,500, so we're going to have to keep planting and plant hard. The number 8 was key at police headquarters this week. They announced the 8th homicide arrest of the year. And that's it, without April being done. Last year was 8 all year, so more are being solved. And they seem like real cases. I read the arrest warrant again, the affidavit, and it was not just one eyewitness or one hearsay. There was DNA evidence, lots of surveillance video, physical evidence. It was a good arrest, and that's hopeful. There was a sad number too. Alexander Pedraza, who was killed, was over a drug deal, a $1,000 debt. Our lives are worth a lot more than $1,000 in New Haven, I think. So when we call 911, I found out this week that we're now doing it 130,000 times a year. A couple of years ago, it was only 100,000. That's a big rate rise. Meanwhile, in recent years, we were losing a lot of 911 dispatchers. So people, as of a year ago, were working 2 or 3 16-hour shifts a week, which is way too much and not safe. Well, this week I talked to Joe Vitale, took it over, and a bunch of dispatchers. They bulked the staff back up. They're now just working their regular 40-hour weeks, which is great, and great progress, great numbers. One block, how many apartments can you fit on one block? Well, Chapel Street between Orange and Church, this week they had a groundbreaking on 2 lots, 166 more apartments on that one block. It's really happening, a lot of math. Now, what if you have 4 blocks? Let's take Chapel from State to College. Math question. How far do you have to walk? How many blocks to go to one smoke shop? Well, so many have been opening up, and now it turns out that in those 4 blocks, there are 5 smoke shops, which means you don't always have to walk an entire block if you're unhappy with the selection of bongs and rolling papers at one outlet. You don't have to walk too far before getting your buzz. But my guess is that you can still get your hair cut and your hair thinned, right? You can go to a place like a GDO's up the street on Orange where they have a hair salon. Oh wait, that became a smoke shop this week too. Well, all this math is hard, but the kids taking their knapsacks to school or some Lincoln Bassett to do their math work, they're on it. When they were coming to school on Thursday, they were greeted by a new school superintendent, Madeline Negron. And the numbers are kind of interesting behind that story too. Do you know that now the largest demographic group in the school system are Hispanic students? 48% of the school population growing. Wilbercross High School, where the new superintendent also visited on her first day after being appointed, 65% and growing. The next largest group is African American at 21%. So that's significant. She is number 1, the first Latino or Latina superintendent we've ever had, and it's fitting given the changes in the system. I talked to some students, especially Latino students, who were excited about having the new person in charge, someone they can look up to, and they're excited about change. And the point was not to criticize anyone who came before. We respect what was accomplished by people coming before, and when the world evolves, our school system, our city, new faces, new ideas, and change promise so many more good days ahead. Until next time, it's the New Haven Independent Vlog News Summary, and remember, always pick up your trash.